Hello, I'm Jim Whining, and today an ordinary man is going to talk about an extraordinary word. That extraordinary word is democracy, because that word we are hearing all the time. News, people talking, organizations, they talk constantly about democracy and that our government is a democracy. In fact, we even hear people saying we are saving the democracy. And they go on and their political speeches say saving democracy. It's being said by United States congressmen, United States senators, both men and women, the US cabinet, and an entire political party uses the phrase saving democracy. The question is, which caused this ordinary man to say, why are they talking about our government as a democracy? Is it really, when you investigate it, is it really a democracy? Did our founding fathers, George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, did they really form a democracy? Was that what they were trying to do? I think if you study the Constitution, Bill of Rights, you will find that they actually set the Constitution up to avoid a democracy because they were concerned, very concerned about how could we have voting by all of the masses for every issue. And they perceived it to be impossible. And they also had seen some historical examples of countries that had tried democracy, basically mass voting on every issue. And it was literally crippling. And in many cases, it fell apart so dastardly that dictatorship followed. And so, what they wanted to do is to create a government that not only would avoid that, but yet at the same time would provide everyone an opportunity to have a voice in what's going on. And so they formed what is called a republic. Important word, not democracy, republic. I wish politicians would read what that word means. I guess I learned it in the 8th grade physics class and some of my high school classes. It's just basically a representative government is a government that is elected by the people, but is run by their representatives. There are in our government, our Constitution, 3 branches. The legislative branch is made up of the Senate and the House. Every state has 2 senators, and we get representation through electing our senators. Every state has House of Representative members. That is based on the population of the state by certain locations. But everyone gets to vote for a member of the House and for the 2 members on the Senate. And so those 3 people represent you in the legislative branch. The other 2 branches are the executive branch, which is where the president is and his cabinet. The president is the only one elected nationwide, but he actually isn't elected nationwide because after all the votes are counted, the states then elect electors who are the ones that actually elect the president. So it's actually another indirect means of election, of representation. And finally, that 3rd branch is the judicial branch, the judges, the Supreme Court. Those people are not elected. They are supposedly not political. And they are nominated by the president and affirmed by the Senate. Those are the people that are the checks and balances on the legalities of the legislation put together by the House of Representatives, confirmed by the Senate, and signed by the president. All of that gives us representation. We have representation. We have an input in who's in the House. We have an input as to who's in the Senate. And indirectly, by choosing these people, we have an input to the members on the Supreme Court. A wonderful representative government, which is what was decided by the founding fathers so many years ago. But when they did that, they also realized that a democracy was never a practical solution to anything when it came to ruling thousands, then millions, and multi-millions, and then to the population level that we are at. They had a lot of wisdom that we can gain from. So we need to be, in short, speaking as just an ordinary man, we need to be careful of what we say, and we need to affirm that we know our country is a representative republic and has never been, is not now, and never will be democracy. That is a very inappropriate term. I'm Jim Whining, and this has been An Ordinary Moment by an Ordinary Guy. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.